Hello and welcome to MBA 602, Organizational Behavior and Management. So these set of slides following this set and other slides will be outlining our textbook, the Organizational Behavior textbook, along with other activities to fill in the remainder of this course. First, we have the learning objectives for this particular chapter. So we're going to define organizational behavior, we're going to identify basic management functions, we're going to talk a little bit about strategic context of organizational behavior, and identify some of the framework on the historical aspects of organizational behavior and management. So, first question, what's organizational behavior? All right, so organizational behavior is the study of human behavior in organizational settings. So we're going to talk about the interface between human behavior and the organization itself, and then we're going to also talk about the organization. So we're going to look at the intersection between individuals and the organization itself, and also treating the individuals as a group. So through history, it's usually the organizations that make the biggest impact on society, that make the biggest impact on history. So getting organizations to do things turns out to be a very vital things for different civilizations, different countries, different nations, however you want to, in kingdoms, however you would like to look at it. All right, so why study this, right? By studying this, even you say, I'm not the boss, I don't own my own company. Well, you can become a better employee. And by becoming a better employee, you might get to become a manager. And by becoming a manager, right, you will maybe make some of your professional goals. All right. You also get to understand how people behave and what they do. And personally, a lot of students, and I find this true, we can use this both inside and outside of the classroom. Any of you who are a parent know exactly what I'm talking about. So when we study organizational behavior, hopefully when you successfully conclude this course, you'll get an idea how to motivate employees, how to engage employees, how to get their goals to align with the goals of the organization. Right? You can develop techniques for strong leadership, how you can set direction, and all of this together will lead to better bottom lines for your organization. By bottom lines, we mean more profit, right? Which is in fact the reason most organizations exist, many of them anyway. Okay, so we're going to talk about management a little bit. So the four classic functions of management are shown here: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling. We always talk about them in that order. So first we have planning. Determine the organization's desired future positions. So what is it we want to do? So the planning is the what. We got to figure out what it is we want to do. Organizing, we're going to design jobs, we're going to group jobs, we're going to group people, we're going to dole out resources, right? So organizing is the how. The planning is the what, the organizing is the how. Once we have the what and the how figured out, then we're going to lead, right? Leading is influencing others to get them to move towards the organizational goals. So now we're executing. So first we plan the what, we organize the how, then we start leading. That's moving forward to make it happen. Right? And then while we're moving forward, while we're accomplishing our goals, then we bring in the controlling functions. The controlling functions are monitoring and correcting. Monitoring means we're going to watch what's going on, and is it okay? Are the right resources doing the right things? Is the plan still happening? Do we have the right resources on the job, right? And then correcting is when we find out we haven't made the right decisions or unexpected things happen, we need to make changes along the way. Right? Not necessarily that things are going bad, but maybe things are going better. We didn't understand what we were getting into. So it turns out once a organization starts executing on a task, the monitoring become fairly intensive activities to be sure these resources are being spent in the right way. Along with what managers do, we have what they do. Here's the critical manager skills they need to do those. So they have to have technical skills. They need to know whatever it is that they're doing. So if they're a construction manager, they need to know about construction. If they're the manager of accounting, they need to know about accounting. But that's not enough. They also need interpersonal skills. All right, so these skills are used to communicate with others, to their own staff, to others outside their organizations, to handle work going in and out of their organization. Right? And those things are invaluable in getting the job done, because it's not just you doing the work, it's other people doing the work. And then we have conceptual skills, the ability to think in the abstract. So critical thinking, picture things happening in the future. how might this work, right? All problem-solving skills, all those are conceptual skills. And then we have diagnostic skills, the ability to understand cause and effect relationships and to recognize optimal solutions to problems. So even more problem-solving skills with diagnostics, right? So we're monitoring and controlling and monitoring and correcting, but things aren't really happening the way we want. What should we do about it? That's the diagnostic skills. All right, on the next set of slides, we'll continue with Chapter 1.